Okay, part 2 going live again. This is not cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in her room. How's it looking to whoever just came in? Only problem is the lighting is gonna be bad. Whoever came in, just let me know how things are looking. And I apologize. It's cool. Right. Okay. It's okay. Just let me know if anything changes. Okay, I'm gonna play like that. I'm not seeing that. If anything changes again, let me know. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Sunday going? As you can see, I'm struggling with this today. Not with doing a chat, but YouTube is not allowing me to be wonderful. Maxworth, you're doing good. You know, anniversaries, dreadlock anniversaries, or otherwise, how many months they've been doing it, how long, what are they doing? Please thumbs up, everybody. Okay. Wait a minute. I just saw a comment and it was retracted. Okay. Anyway, it's messing up. All right, y'all. Come go with me on a little journey. The lighting might not be the same, but I will take you all with me and we'll see how things go. Okay? Hey, Amada. I see you. I'm sorry. I have to move to another room. Isis, I'm coming in your room. The lighting is going to not be good, you all. Ugh. Okay. So the other side so nobody can really see you. Stable is still unstable. Last thing, y'all don't look in my room now. I'm so sorry, y'all. Hold on. Armada, thank you. Sorry for pronouncing. Okay, y'all. We're gonna try this again. So it's Armada. Okay. I'm so sorry. So sorry. By the time I get situated, the chat is going to be over. Okay. Let's see if this works better. I'm gonna connect directly into. Wow, this is not cool. Thank you, Roger, for pointing that out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 7 things that's on right now. Connected to hold on, I'm trying to see if I can plug this in. Connected to Wi-Fi. At least 7 things. I have 3 computers on. Okay, this should be cool then. I should have problems now. Disregard all the makeup in the background. Okay, so yeah, I have a few things on, and my phones are connected to it too. Okay, sorry you all. Okay, let's start all over. Any issues? It's still saying my connection is unstable. Let me turn off a few things because that means there's only 3 people in here. Okay, but let me turn off some things. Thank you, Roger. Let me turn off a lot of things. Let's simplify this.
The type of plane, this is the number of people on board, crew plus passengers, and this is the destination. Why UL?
Okay, but I have it connected directly into.
You can look it up.
I have it connected directly into the.
Place no files with us. You have to talk to the owners. We went to San Francisco.
I have it connected directly with the router, so I'm trying to figure out why is it still unstable. See, next time I'm just gonna shoot a video. That's simpler. Okay. Hopefully we won't have any more problems. Anyway, it's about 90-something degrees here in Chicago. Where's everybody from? And what is the temperature like where you're at? Sorry, I'm just trying to cut off some devices so I can stay on, because my daughter's on at least 2 devices. I'm on about 4 or 5 easy. I'm shutting down a computer. I'm so sorry, you all. Okay. No problems now, right? 7 people in the chat room, 7 thumbs up if you can see me and if you can hear me, and please disregard the background. And sorry, the lighting is not that great. All right, North Carolina. Okay, I just got through talking to somebody in North Carolina like 5 minutes before my chat started, trying to get some guidance. Also, he's doing some artwork for me. Okay, is it better? Is it better now? Y'all just get to see a little bit of my mess. All right. Okay, Meryl, you said you hadn't Hatton. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Send me some pictures. Right, Maxworth. You live in Fort Myers? Okay. Armada, you said you lost me? Okay. Armada, can you see me now? Is everything, because I'm not seeing any problems on my end now, so you might have to refresh. All right. This is not where I planned on doing my chat, but anyway, let me tell you all a few things. A month ago, I'm gonna kick it off with this, and then you all can ask questions or anything dealing with dreadlocks, anything dealing with nutrition, fitness, health. There's a lot of things that I have that I want to share with you guys, with all my regal people, all my royals, all my emperors and empresses. I would love to just share some information. I did go get my alarm. It's 101. Oh, you're in Sacramento. Armada, you're in Sacramento. That's where my sister, one of my sisters that lives in Sac, along with my nephew, my niece, and my greats. So I haven't been there in a while. All right. So let me tell you about what's going on. One thing that I'm always on point with is taking care of my health. And what I mean, what I'm going to get checked out regularly to make sure that everything is up to par, right? I usually do it twice a year. Sometimes it depending on insurance and stuff like that, they may not want to do like testing of everything twice a year. Sometimes they try to make it so that you only get tested for certain things once a year, which I don't understand. It's my insurance. So what? You know, and I'm sort of both went in together. We usually do our appointments together, just regular visits. And you know, we had some testing and stuff done. And normally if everything is like 100% good, they will just send you a letter in the mail, which I know our mail is extremely slow. Anybody else experiencing any issues with like slow mail, not getting mail at all or anything like that? Packages and stuff like that? Then you understand what I'm talking about, because I still never got her results, but I found out she was all good. And my results came back and they were good. They were good. How can I put it? I think if anybody ever follows me like on my nutrition journey or whatever, or, you know, part of the reason why last year, July 8th, I started just like really making some changes, some additions to my diet and everything, to the way that I eat daily. That's what I mean by diet, not diet as in losing weight, but diet as in eating foods that will help benefit what I think it was within 6 months. I think I got it down to like 120 something. Well, the good news is I got it down to 99 now. So that's like November was the last time I went to the doctor. In July is down to 99, which is excellent. Blood pressure, excellent. Everything, a lot of the things that the medications I was on, for the psych medications I was on, everything is going pretty well. Blood pressure is good. Cholesterol is good. What else? Triglycerides are good, not having any issues with that. But my question is, does anybody know anything about platelets? And it's just something that I'm very interested in. Because the last time I heard anything about platelets, it was dealing with I call him my papa. He was my stepfather. He passed away a few years ago. And next month will be 3 years. But now I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember if he had a high or elevated platelets or low platelets. I'm not sure. Does anybody know anything about that? I've been doing my research on it. And, a lot of the things is very contradictory. I don't know. And then even in talking with different nurses and stuff in my family, of course, my nephew and my sister, everything is just like not a lot of information. And then again, like I said, when you're trying to search for information, a lot of times you wind up going around in circles. So that's where I'm at right now with the platelet thing, because I did notice when I talked to the doctor that, she was like, your platelets may be a little elevated or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's something that has happened before, so we might want to check into it. Can everybody still see me? Because I cannot see anything in the chat if anybody's saying anything. Okay, well, anyway. So I'm very concerned about the platelet thing because, again, like I said, your platelet can be overeating certain things, like too much good stuff inside of you, or for some people, too much bad stuff inside of you. I can't see mine being the bad part because I know how I eat, and that's not it. But it's still a concern of mine. I'm sorry, you all. Still a concern of mine, to find out more about it. You know what? Because I cannot see the chat. Hold on. Let me toggle this out. Oh, it's not letting me do it now. Okay. Anyway. Okay, now I can see. No, I can't. Anyway, this might be a shorter chat than I thought because I'm not liking the way this technology is working out today. But anyway, I was just coming here to see if anybody knows anything about platelets or have had elevated platelets or platelets that were below what they should be. And if so, if you had any information about it. So if anybody that's in here does have any information, fine. If you don't, let's move on to the next thing. All right. Just still want to make sure that you can see and hear me. Okay, great. All right. So let's move on to fitness. One thing that I have been doing for the past since May 24th, on a consistent basis, is walking. I think I told you all about the Walk It Out. Been doing 10 to 16 miles, sometimes a little bit more a day, which takes up a lot of my time. So I'm trying to find out how to balance that out, because not only is it a lot of time, it's a lot of it's a lot of pressure on my feet. By the time I'm done with all those miles, my feet are tired. So what I did was I wound up, my African dance teacher has a class that she teaches called Asa. Has anybody heard of Asa? It's not something she made up. Her name is Ayo, and she does a class called Asa by Ayo. Okay, Ayodele. So this workout, when I tell you all that within an hour of doing her workout, I feel like I had sweated like 2 to 3 times the amount that I had sweated when just doing my regular walks, which takes sometimes up to 4 or 5 hours easy. I'm thinking about breaking down my workout and doing maybe 5 days a week instead of 6 days a week. Does anybody else here work out? Is anybody else working out? Is anybody else on any type of regimen to either gain weight, gain muscle, lose weight, just stay healthy, period? I wasn't told that my iron was low, but that is something I've had a deficiency with for a very long time, Armeda. But it wasn't nothing that was discussed like previously. Now, the vitamin D part, I understand, because in Chicago we have only a few months of like sunshine. I mean, like for real sunshine. Summer, we do have 4 seasons, big time. It's not like Florida or other places. We actually have 4 seasons. So a lot of people here suffer from vitamin D deficiency, especially as melanated people. We tend to have issues with a vitamin D deficiency. That, yes, I was told that I have a vitamin D deficiency and to pick up something, some supplements or whatever, which anybody that knows my channel knows that I'm not into another single solitary pill, supplement, drink, mix, whatever. You know, everything that I'm doing, honestly, I want to do by eating food, you know, eating the foods that help correct any type of situations. Like if they're telling me, you know, the platelets are something to check out or look into, then what foods can you eat? Like I found out a lot of the stuff I already eat, and it's a possibility that maybe I need to switch up some of the things that I'm eating, such as pomegranates, cucumbers, lentils. A lot of those were meant for like people who have low platelets to elevate it, to get it higher, to get it where it needs to be. I think when your platelets are low, that you can lose blood, like you could bleed out faster, and when your platelets are high, that it can clog your arteries or something like that. That's what I've been reading, but everything is kind of contradicting itself. So I'm going to talk to a professional about it. Hey, Miracle, welcome. But the low iron thing, it's a possibility because a lot of people who eat the way I do, who eat vegan, have problems with low iron. A lot of people do. I'm glad you made it here too, Miracle. But back to the workout part. Yeah, so I can kind of condense because school will be starting soon. And of course, you all know that I had already opted out of my daughter going to school. I'm not feeling that vibe at all. But Chicago, thank God, they saw it my way too. And the schools will not be opening this fall. Does anybody have any children that are going to school? Yeah, I don't take pills. I took enough pills to last for my lifetime, your lifetime, everybody on this chat's lifetime. So I'm not into anything. Part of the reason why I stopped following the Doctor of Wellness, because he was always at the end, in the beginning, he would start off talking about, oh, if you eat this way, if you eat that way, if you do this, if you do that, you're fine. Then why do I need a supplement? You know what I'm saying? Why can't I just find something that has those things that I need in it and just do that? The same way I brought my triglycerides down. Now, if it was a life or death type thing, then I would have to deal with it as it comes. But that's not the issue right now. Welcome, Stone Cold. Good to see you. It just seems like every time when you're, I mean, for them to, and I'm gonna go back to the workout part, for them to have told me that yes, they were, you know, that it was a little high before, whatever. It was never told to me. Otherwise, that would have been something else I would have looked into, because from what I've been reading, some of the things that come along with some of the things that go along with having an elevated platelets is heart attack and stroke, which is the same thing with having high triglycerides, high cholesterol. Okay. So that would have been something that stuck out in my ear. And instead of just like, you know, obviously it's not that serious as far as they're concerned, because they would have called me back immediately and would have scheduled for me to take other measures, like go see you know, a specialist in that area. But it's just something that I want to work on or whatever, just to make sure that I'm on point, and so that the next time when I get my test or whatever, that's something I won't have to worry about. Welcome, welcome, BJ. Thank you for coming in. Oh, let me cut my phone off, you all. Okay, so you did, and BJ is somebody who's been with us for a long time. He just hasn't been on the chat in a while, and then I haven't been doing the chat for a while too. You said you checked your information, and normal range for platelet is 142 and 328. Red blood counts 416 and 583. White blood counts 3.6 and 10.4. Okay. Welcome, Bonafide. How are you? You just woke up. Nothing like a power nap, right? Thank you, BJ, for that information. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. But Bonafide, just to catch you up on what we're talking about, and maybe you have some information. We were talking about platelets having elevated in, like, some people that have, I forgot what it's called. It's a long word. It begins with a T, who have a low amount. Those are the normal ranges, Burrell. Okay, everybody can see it in the chat what the ranges, the normal ranges are. Now, I wasn't given my exact count or anything, so I don't know. Again, if it was something to worry about or to move on further about, I'm sure they would have sent me to a specialist to get like more tests or whatever. So I'm just really trying to see, you know, like what types of foods. But the foods that me and both BJ Burrell have come up with, it's like stuff that I'm already eating. So it's like, can too much nutrition be bad for your body? You know what I mean? Can eating too much, you know, because I do detox like almost every day for a good week or two, and then I chill and then I go back into it. But I consume like cucumbers, I consume lentils, I consume a lot of different things that I notice will help to for somebody who has low platelets, to raise their platelets or whatever. But what was funny was what we found funny was that one of the things that they said could cause heart attack and stroke back with the triglycerides was alcohol use. That could be like a death sentence, alcohol use. Now, if that's so, then if you have a issue with platelets being too high, and they're saying that one of the top things that can help you with lowering your platelets, and Burrell, please tell me, remind me if I'm missing out on, if I'm missing something, because we went over this a lot. One of the things that you could do to lower your platelets is to drink alcohol. Alcohol was on the list. I found that kind of weird. It's like, okay, if you drink alcohol, it's going to raise your triglycerides. If you don't drink it, I mean, yeah, if you have high platelets and you don't drink alcohol, then it's going to lower it. So what if it's a child? I mean, that's not the only thing, but that was like one of the top things. Am I right? BJ, please help me out if I'm not, because I didn't write. Well, I wrote down all the stuff that we talked about, but as you can see, I done moved from room to room to room. Okay. Right. And I'm thinking that too, Bonafide. Bonafide said, I'm sorry, I don't know much about blood platelets counts, except that vitamin K is supposed to raise blood platelets. That's the thing. I do get a lot of, you know, just something just to look into. It wasn't nothing that they were like, oh, you know, you need to go ahead and like set up a doctor's appointment, or, you know, go see a specialist, blah, blah, blah. It's just something that I'm interested in, again, because I lost my papa a few years ago to blood cancer. And it's also linked to other cancers, right, BJ? We saw breast cancer. Was it lung and liver cancer? They said my liver and everything is great. So there wasn't a real concern. However, this is my body, and at being 50, I like to do the things that's productive and not counterproductive. Stress also, you all, can raise your blood platelets. Now, the things that the doctor was asking me, I was just like, she was asking me, like, Are you tight? Have you been tired? Have you had low energy? Do you feel dizzy? Do you have any tingling or anything like that? And I was like, absolutely not. I feel 100% great. Matter of fact, I have too much energy. I'm bouncing through the walls. I'm bouncing, I'm bouncing everywhere. Everywhere I go, I'm just like an Energizer Bunny rabbit now. Remember back in the day, Bonafide, when we were talking about the maca powder, BJ, you too, when we were talking about the maca powder and how I was like, oh my God, they stopped selling it. And, I don't need it anymore. I have too much energy now. So I'm wondering, I talked to my sister and she was saying that it could be because, well, since May 24th, I increased, my workout. And so maybe I'm not overtaxing my body on the outside. And anybody feel free to jump in that knows anything about fitness and health and stuff like that. But I could be overstressing my body from working out for so many hours a day, and giving my body only a break for one day. 4 to 5 hours is kind of extreme. I'm an extremist. I am, how can I say it? I can't do anything just a small part, a fraction of what I should be doing. I always go overboard with everything. If it's cleaning up, I go overboard. If it's my business, I go overboard. Working out, same thing. I've always been that way. When I was younger, I used to work out just as much as I'm doing now, but I know that I am older and that I have had some issues due to medications and stuff that I've been on that could have possibly, changed the dynamics of my body along with age, So, yeah, I'm going to find out more information and then I'm going to give it to you all. But let me give you all this hit. There are some classes into this is for men and women, to both my emperors and my empresses. There are some classes that are reasonably priced. I was talking about my West African dance class. However, this is called ASA, ASA, ASA. Hey, Desmond, I see you. Welcome. You are doing it. Desmond lost 5 pounds, you all. Everybody give him kudos. Give him a hand clap in the room. Because this was just a week ago, and now you're down to 168. I'm trying to drop down where you are. Well, the thing is, Bonafide, this is what I want to say. On the exercise part, the injury, as far as on the outer part, I'm not doing like extreme workouts. You know what I mean? I had just been doing like a lot of miles and walking. And, everybody, you wasn't at the last live chat, but the walking that I'm talking about is on this. I'm inside the house getting all these steps. I'm inside the house doing 50,000 steps, 40 to 50,000 steps a day. You know what I mean? Except for normally Saturdays is my off day. So, but am I overworking my heart by just walking? I do lift weights as well. Don't cry, Desmond. Just be happy. 155 is his weight goal. Number 5. Congratulations. If I got down to 155, though, they'd probably say I'm on crack. They would probably say, yeah, she's smoking. 155, I don't think I've seen 155 since I was about 12, 13. I look very smart. Thank you so much. Thank you, Seeking Peace. Welcome. I'm happy for you too, Desmond. So so anybody else that works out, yes, I am trying to see, I'm very competitive. I compete against my own numbers. Like I'll just give you an example. Okay. What's today? Yesterday I did the IO class. The IO is my teacher. The ASA by IO class for 1 hour. That was more strenuous than the walking that I do. So I burned like 517 calories. I think that's how much, according to my net diary, how much it's worth. But I sweated a lot and I moved way more body parts than I normally would do. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna post her information at the end, and then also just to cut out some of the walking, just so I can kind of tone down on my time, because I want to be able to have more time to get ready, get prepared for the new school year. And I don't want to be up at 6:30 in the morning to 10:30 in the morning, 10:30, 11 o'clock sometimes, just walking, getting my exercise in that way. Definitely adding in weights and all of that type of stuff. But I'll be doing Zumba twice a week along with my dance teacher's class. Yeah, 13 more pounds. Absolutely. And then I want to see a picture. I want to see a before and after picture that we could post. Okay? Yeah. We all know what we look good at, and what starts to look kind of, like we we doing too much at, or it doesn't look good on our body frame. I mean, look at my wrists. I'm not a small person by no means. I mean, I have very large bones. You can't. Well, now I can't. Well, you know how they used to do the test. So that's how thick my wrists are. Some people have more room. Mine is barely connecting. So I have, even if I was down to 150, I get my nutrients in. But I'm wondering if doing how did my book get wet? I'm trying to see a high day. Okay, so 14 miles on July 27th. I did 45,799 steps, burned 1,461.1 calories, 14 miles. Okay, my BMI is still high because I still have a long way to go. It's still considered me obese, not morbidly, but obese. My BMI was 32.61. I'm trying to get my BMI down to the 22 point something. My measurements are dropping. Everything is fine. But anyway, I'm just wondering, am I, I do get obsessed with anything that I'm about, whether it's about nutrition, whether it's about health, whether it's about not so much my hair or anything now, because this is something that's been with me for a long time. But back to the ASA class. That was a workout. If anybody's into dancing and you're trying to find a way of maintaining your weight, losing weight, or even building muscle, my girl Io from Io Deli Drum and Dance, she's one of the few all women, all queens, all empresses group that has drums. They do the drumming, they do the dancing, they do all of that. But her personally, she's doing a class every week on Saturdays and Wednesdays. Wednesdays early in the morning, Saturdays at 10 o'clock. And the class is phenomenal. When I say that when I was done, I felt it all over my body. I was sweating like crazy. So I wasn't supposed to work out. This way I'm only putting in like an hour or so, and then I can cut back on my walking time and maybe just keep up like 20,000 steps. That's what I'm thinking. Actually, that's kind of low. 25 to 30,000 steps instead of going up so high. Any suggestions? Does anybody else know anything about that? The ASA class is actually on Zoom. Everybody's doing everything on Zoom. All meetings are being held on Zoom. All classes are being held on Zoom. I mean, you could find what do you call it? Afrobeats dance class, not classes, but yeah, they are kind of like classes, but they're for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so. But I'm not sure if you could find like a whole hour's worth. And she does charge like $15. First time, I think you get a discount or whatever. Especially if you mention my name. If you mention I sent you over there, I'm gonna put all the details after this chat. I'm gonna put them on the board, the community post. So yeah, it's not on YouTube. It's on. It would be hard to do it on YouTube because then she can't see if the people that are participating are doing it correctly, if their form is correct, if they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. So therefore you don't have to be, but if you want to see if you're on point, because she's watching as well as teaching, she does it in Zoom. And again, a lot of people are doing things on Zoom, and I still, I am definitely still going to do some stuff on Zoom, to talk about things that people might not want to talk about amongst a lot of other people, or they feel more comfortable talking. Well, I feel comfortable being able to see people that I'm talking to. We don't have to worry about trolling and all that type of stuff either, and I don't have a problem with the network. YouTube has a notorious problem for the network. So yeah, I'll link that information for that, and then also the Zumba classes, because the Zumba classes are in the evening at 6 p.m. Central Savings Time. I'm gonna give you all the information for that. That's April Dixon, and the other one is Asa from the Asa classes from Ayo Dele Drum and Dance. That's just something I want you all to check it out. If you do check it out, let me know. Let her know if you're going to take a class. Mention my name, and I think that's when she'll give you like a discount. Be like, it's my first time. Which is separate from this ASA class, okay? Zoom has been popular. It's been definitely popping since everything started going on in March, but a lot of people have been using Zoom long before that. A lot of groups were using it long before that, and I love Zoom. And definitely it made the class way more interesting than me watching almost like a different. And even I thought that the energy wasn't going to be that great with not being in person with other people, because I tend to like to be around a few other empresses or whatever when I'm in West African dance class. But again, this is a workout class. However, she kept the intensity up. She kept coming in, checking with us. And when I say that the sweat is on, when I say that I work my hips, everything, it was just like taking a West African dance class, but I could keep up. Sometimes back in my other class, I couldn't keep up because there was so many people that were intermediate that were in class. You know what, Desmond, I'm going to be honest. I jump on YouTube. I jump on Facebook and I jump out. I don't really do a lot on Facebook. Facebook is pretty, it gets in your business a lot. So I'll usually post something from another social media network, and it'll go over to Facebook. A lot of times I don't just jump on Facebook and look at people's pages or anything. I'm just not feeling that vibe really. Now, how is this saying? My stable is unstable. My connection is unstable, and it's connected directly into the port, and I've turned off 2 things. Okay, but anyway, yeah, Zoom is the bomb though. Zoom is bomb. And there were people that were in the class that didn't show their face. So you could go on Zoom and take the class. She just won't see what you're doing or be able to direct you on what you're doing. So that's it about my stuff. What's going on with you all? Is Seeking Peace, are you still in here? Bonafide, anything that you had to talk about? Armada, anything? Okay, Seeking Peace, because you're a little quiet. Do you have any questions about anything dealing with hair, nutrition, fitness, anything that you want to talk about? And I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the chat, again, because this is the Sunday chat. It's a negative free zone. We don't use profanity. I know you all know that. We don't use profanity, and we don't, not what anybody else has to say about anything. We try to respect one another, like the empresses and emperors that we are, the regal, beautiful people that we are. So we use our words wisely, and we'll curse every other sentence. We can do that when we get off. Okay. Are you growing dreadlocks? Okay. Oh, you're combining your locks now. Okay. How long have you been combining? I know, Bonafide. We both got that young 50 up underneath. Yeah, you're coming up on it. I'll be there with open arms to welcome you into 50, even though I just made it a few months before you did. 4 years. And how long have you been Seeking Peace? How long have you been combining? And what are you doing to combine? What are you doing to combine? Thank you. Yeah, I like for it to be a peaceful place for everybody to be calm, relaxed. We got enough to deal with if we turn on the television and watch the news. turn on the radio, even going on social media, you're going to see a bunch of negativity. So I just try to make this I'm trying to make it back to a weekly thing on Sundays. Bonafide, I'm sorry. I can't, I cannot commit to doing anything in the evenings like we used to do, because I have to get up way too early. So I can't do like the 11 o'clock chats at night or whatever, but I will come in during the day. I wish I had something to show you all. Okay, this is the same thing. I combined 3 years and years ago. And the same thing. See how they won't do anything at the ends at all. Okay? So it's buffering. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the chat. Thank you all for coming into the live chat. I will see you all probably, let me see. I will probably set up another live chat for next Sunday. Interested in doing a Zoom chat like anytime this week or what have you. Because it's almost time for us to get off now anyway. Is it buffering Bonafide still? Because if it's not still buffering, I still have 7 minutes to give you all. Okay, so let's try to see if we can make it for these last 5 minutes. Okay, Armada, I will definitely, all you have to do is send me an email. As long as I have your email address, I can put you on the list of people to add to the Zoom chat. In the Zoom chat, we mostly talk about nutrition, but we also talk about other things as well. Health, fitness, all of that. So I would love for everybody, and you know, again, if it was a money thing, then I would say, okay, let me stay on YouTube because I get about 15 cents for doing a 2-hour video. A 2-hour chat or a 1-hour chat, about 15 cents. But it's not about that, you know, and that's what my Zoom chats are, free, except for when you want one-on-one consultation. That does, you know, that's a little love donation that's definitely appreciated if you're looking for seeking one-on-one time with me. Okay, so a lot of this stuff I'm going to go ahead and post. A lot of information I'm going to post about the Zumba class, about the ASA class. I'll post it on the community post. When I find out more information about the platelets, I was hoping that Empress Sahar came in, but I am going to contact her when I get off the phone, and that might be like a load of information with her working directly with Dr. Furman and having a family member that has had problems with their blood. I'm going to find out some information. When I do, I promise I will put that out there for you all, because a lot of people are not conscious about that. I was not. I didn't think, you know, I never heard anybody say anything about my platelets before. Only reason why I knew about it was because that's what my stepfather passed away from. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. How is it now? I'm going to go ahead and end the chat just 10 minutes early, you all, only because it seems like the network is quite busy. Yeah, it seems like the network is quite busy. So thank you all for coming. Please make sure that you're all subscribed. I know all of you all are on here. Check out the description box. If you haven't been to my Instagram, check that out. I do have some new things. Check the community post. I have some new things that I've designed on Teespring. Definitely check it out. I'm designing some stuff now. Actually, me and BJ Burrell, we're working on a little collab. He's doing the artwork, and I'm kind of putting something to go with it. Thank you, Bonafide. I think my issue is honestly a possibility of too much of something. Too much of eating something healthy. Seriously. But again, it was never told to me that it was something to worry about. But anytime you tell me anything about my body, then of course there's going to be a cause for concern. I don't do a lot of tomatoes. I do tomatoes. I do cherry tomatoes every now and then, but I don't do a lot. I really don't. I'm not the type of person who just goes out, oh, let me buy a bunch of tomatoes. And I prefer my cherry tomatoes to be like on a vine. But again, it's not something that I use a lot. And it's in the wintertime, I might use more because I want to make some tomato soup, as you already know. But yeah, I guess we'll keep going until it buffers again. Bonafide, let me know if it buffers again. Matter of fact, I don't see Burrell, if you're still here, let me know. Bonafide, say something else so I can make sure that you have a wrench. Hey, welcome, Les. Welcome. We're talking about a mirage of things. I was about to end the chat because it's been buffering. Tomatoes are rich in vitamin K. Yeah, that's something. I think it's the kale the kale is very rich in vitamin K. I think I kind of need to possibly just minimize like some of my intake of some of the extra nutrients I've been putting in my body, such as the lentils, because now I'm doing the red lentils and the green lentils, and but I'm not eating a lot. That's the whole thing. Again, it wasn't told to me that it was a major concern, but when it's brought to me, it's a concern to me. Maybe it's not a major concern for them, but it's a concern for me to do better with myself. Yeah, the kale definitely has vitamin K, and that's pretty much why I started taking the kale, because I knew that it had a lot of good things inside of it. So I wanted to make sure that I was getting all my nutrients, you know. Got you. Thank you, and you do the same. We're going to end the chat in a few minutes anyway, but thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Blessings, abundant blessings. 9% of me is A-okay. And they looked at my labs and everything, were just like, wow, what did you do? See, because they wanted me to be on medication and stuff, and that wasn't the case. I made it seem like I was taking a medication, but I was not taking a medication. I was picking it up, but I was not taking a medication. And so one of the first things that they asked me was, oh, okay, so your triglycerides have gone down now from 120, blah, 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 which I had a paper somewhere here, whatever it was, 120 something down to 99. And they were like, and this is because of the medication, right? And I'm like, actually, it's because of my diet. It's because of what I put into my body. It's because of my nutritional diet. I don't mean, again, when I say diet, I don't mean, come here, Lucky. I don't mean diet as far as weight loss and all that type of stuff. I mean, just what I'm putting into my body, the nutrients. Lucky, you ready to say goodbye to everybody? So I'm back here being a bad boy, tearing up my mama's entire bed. Yeah, so that's it, you all. That's it. I'm glad that I was able to do another live chat. Is anybody interested in doing one? Is anybody free around noon, like on a Wednesday in the middle of the week? Also, type down below if there's something that you would like for me to do a video on that I haven't already done one on, or maybe a repeat of something that I've done and you want to update it, whatever about it. Let me know. Or send me a message. If you're watching this in replay, please, by all means, make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you ask any questions or answer any questions that was dealing with this live chat. Right. Absolutely, Bonafide. Great point. BJ was saying the same thing. When it comes to good nutrition, diversity is key. Too much of anything, even a good thing, can lead to unexpected problems. Fasting. And we talked about it before. Remember when we were like, okay, intermittent fasting is this amount of time, and then we found out that you were right about the fact that intermittent fasting is what 14 to 16 hours or more than that, 16 to 18 hours or something like that. Oh, thank you so much, Original Woman. Thank you. Plenty of water. That's all I drink. I can't live without it. Otherwise, I would die. Because I don't drink sodas. I don't drink sugary drinks. I mean, that's all I've been drinking for since I've been on my own. That's it. That's it. Oh, well, back in the day when I was in my 20s, yes, alcohol, but not now. But yeah, I drink over a gallon a day. I have to. If I work out for 5 hours, trust and believe, 4 to 5 hours, I have to intake a lot of water because I'm losing so much and because I'm dehydrated while I'm working out. So I'm usually going through um, a lot of big jugs of water, and I even have my detox jug, a huge gallon jug that I keep on the side that I take. And I'm gonna give you all one of my detoxes that I'm working on right now. I'll post it in the community post. Okay, 16 to 24 hours without food for intermittent fasting. I'm gonna work on that bona fide. I mean, it's easy because of the hours that I keep, so I'll be talking with you soon about that. Again, I'll be talking with you before your birthday, but start letting me know, like, what are your plans? What do you plan on doing for your birthday? Because Bonafide, everybody, if you're not at the next live chat or so, Bonafide will be turning 50. You see the 1970 behind his name. He will be lucky as 8, maybe 9. Yeah. How old was Isis? 2. Yeah, lucky is 8, maybe 9. I gotta look at his paperwork, and I keep saying that. It's in a closet that I keep a lot of storage stuff in. But I'm gonna do some. Actually, I do intermittent fasting without thinking about it because I don't eat at night late, and then by the time I'm finished with my workout, I still don't eat. I do my detox drink, which is water, lemons, ginger root, and water. Oh, and cucumbers, organic cucumbers. I put into my detox water that I drink on all day. No problem at all. 50, then I wish he would slow himself down because he definitely is not acting like he's 50 in dog years. He is acting just as wild as he was, if not wilder than he was when I first got him, when he was supposed to be 1. He moves around a lot. I don't know. They went from, I don't know. They changed the dog year age and all that. So I don't know. But yeah, he's still a piece of work. A lot to deal with. So, okay, everybody, make sure you check out my Teespring store. Check out some of the new stuff that I put up there. I'm going to post something else up today. Another one of my items up today. And I don't know. That's it. Does anybody have a burning desire to say anything? Anybody have anything they want to add? Bonafide, would you like to tell everybody what date your birthday is on? I mean, I know, but would you like to share that with other people? Because it's a big time for both of us. Hitting a half a century is major. It's a major milestone. A lot of people don't make it to 50. A lot of my friends didn't. So I'm grateful and I'm blessed. And I feel the same way, for anybody that's my age or older. I have a lot of mature friends that are in their 60s and 70s, and they're doing excellent. And I want to be that way. I want to have the energy and the spunk and the pizzazz and everything that they have now at the age. Like, I have a girlfriend that just turned 70, and she got more energy probably than I do, or more energy than I used to. Not now, but she's popping. Okay. So again, anybody want to do a Zoom chat? I can do a Zoom chat after this. You're going to celebrate the entire month of September? Okay. Because you're September 1st. Am I correct? Is it September 1st? I celebrate the entire month of June, but I got a late start. Team Virgo. I don't know much about you Virgos. I really don't. I had to turn my phone off. I could forget. Somebody kept calling. Why do people do that? When you don't answer your phone, why do they keep calling back? Or when they call you 50 times and leave messages and you haven't returned their call, why do they keep doing that? Obviously, there's something going on with you where you can't call them back or not interested in calling them back, right? Okay, you all, it's 5:07. Thank you for coming in. Bonafide, if you find out any more information, please, by all means, send it to me. I'm about to hit Sahara up right now as soon as we get off this chat. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the platelet thing, the blood thing. And I'm going to find out more information to share with you all. And I'm saying this because get your blood checked. Even, I don't believe in Western medication anymore after all the medicine and stuff that I've been on. I do believe in holistic health. I do believe in using nutrition as my medicine. But I still go to a doctor and get my blood work done. And then I can go talk to a holistic health person and find out what can we do, because they want me to get on this pill or that pill, or they think that I'm on this or that. What do I need to do? What can I put in my body that will help this go along better? Does that make sense? They figure you've taken a power nap and you might have woken up. Okay. Yeah, I don't get that many of those every blue moon, but sometimes I need to take one. Yeah, so at least once a year, especially at our age, Bonafide, and even before our age, I would say for women, starting at 18 on your own, I mean, during your school years, you have to go anyway. So I would say at our age, definitely once or twice a year, get a full blood work in an hour and see. If it's not up in an hour, more than likely it'll be up tomorrow. So thank you. I'll be putting out another video this week. I will be trying to do another live chat this week. Check the community post. I'll put a lot of information on there. Also, I will have a poll up on the community post. So if you get a chance, please take it. Just so I'll know which direction to go in with my channel. I mean, I know what I want to do, but I want to see what everybody wants to know more about or want to talk more about. You know, so I can come with just more than just the average normal chat, you know, so we can, okay, so we can, you know, so I can have more like a little list of things to go down. Now, I knew that I want to talk about health, but again, blessings to everybody. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Blessings, abundant blessings to you all, and thank you for sticking to stand. Description box. Don't forget, share this video with someone else. Thank you, Maxworth. You were so crazy. I mean, you were so quiet. I didn't realize you were still here, but thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody. All right, blessings.